Ho, ho, ho! It's Molly Stone Bibb, and it is Christmas time! For any Avon rep out there, this is probably one of the best times of the year. Fourth quarter, Christmas, and it is a time to let our customers know that we appreciate them. It doesn't matter how long you've been in Avon. It doesn't matter if you started a week ago and you have 2 customers, or if you've been in this business 12 years and you have 200 customers. The point is, although we should be showing our appreciation to them all throughout the year, Christmas time just seems like the appropriate time, the season of giving, seems like a good time to let your customers know just how important they are to you. And I thought maybe I would share with you from kind of in the beginning when I first started um, to now what I do with my customers. Now, I started my business back in 2004, in the spring of 2004, and now it's 2015. And what I do for my customers now is in direct relation to where I am in my business. And let's be real, how much money I make in my business, okay? I don't do too bad right now. But in the beginning, I was like a little broke, okay? I mean, maybe a lot broke, but yeah. But I still felt like, look, I can remember before I started Avon and I was working that paper route. I then even had a little gift or something that I gave my customers. And it was hard then to do that. But I can remember I ordered those, like at the time they were like 6-cent ink pens. And in all 120 of my customers, I took my tip money and I wanted to make sure they knew that I appreciated them renewing the subscription on their paper, because as long as they were getting the paper delivered, that gave me something to do, and that meant that I was getting paid for delivering it, plus they were giving me tips too. Yay! That was awesome. So I can remember when I first started out with Avon and the first Christmas that came out, and I thought, what am I going to do for my customers? And of course, Avon had had a wonderful calendar that as long as I have been in this business, Avon has always had, and I love it. And this year, it's absolutely gorgeous. Avon outdid themselves. Take a beautiful journey, it says. And it has all these great sayings, climb to new heights. It's so inspirational. Face the challenge. I mean, just gorgeous. And Avon has always made them very, very affordable for representatives. I believe they come in packages of 10. And at the time that the first Christmas came around, I think I had about 40 or 45 customers by then. I'd really worked my butt off to do it. And I wanted to get back to them. So I wanted to give them a calendar, and I can remember then that I had heard that some people went through the calendar, and for all the dates that they knew up until about Christmas time, they would mark what day and what campaign the order was due. So they would take, those little stickers, the little round stickers that'll people, they're like pricing stickers, and they would put on there like C2, and they would stick it on the date, so that they would know, hey, they need to have their order by that date, end of May. And that was really cool because it was a reminder. This was hanging on their wall or in their office, and that was amazing. So I would recommend, because Avon gives this for such a cheap, cheap price, and it's such a beautiful gift. You'll see here that, yes, I have my label on the front, and it has all my information on it, just like I put on my brochures. My name, my phone number, my email, and my express service online code, which is of course, my e-store. So I make sure that's on there. So yes, I do. And by the way, even my people that um, are just online direct delivery who've moved away, but I'm still servicing them, I mail them one of these. I don't know if I would have done that back then, because it may have cost a little bit more than I was willing to spend, but then all my people were personal and I was delivering to, so I didn't have that issue. So maybe you don't either, which is good. But you know what? If you can, it's probably going to cost $1 something to send in a big manila envelope. And I'm telling you, your customers, man, they appreciate you giving back. And think about it. They are the key to, number one, us making money. Number two, keeping the Avon name and company out there. Number three, if you're in leadership, if you're not making money because of the customers buying, how are you going to show anybody else how to do that? How are you going to show them the money so they can come in and make some money? So if you are keeping your customers happy, it will keep them loyal and they will keep shopping with you. So this was a great thing. And the other thing I did then, because I didn't have a lot of money either, was I gave them a little sample pack, okay? And normally I would take, like, you know, the outlet, and you see these books here, they're like outlets or little cell books, and right now what Avon does, and I don't know if by the time you're watching this, if they're still doing it, but at this time, if I order 400 brochures, Avon matches the 400 brochures with one of these. So one for one, they're sending some sale flyer or something with it for free for you to help promote some things that are on sale. Or maybe the outlet or something like that if you get that. But I take those and I put them in here. This is just a clear bag, plastic bag I got at the dollar store. You could probably use the What's New bags, but I wanted something that wasn't quite, so I wanted it to be sturdier. And in here what I did, besides a piece of candy, I put in a skincare sample, a makeup sample, lipstick sample, and also one perfume and one men's cologne, because I wanted to make sure that the samples were touching everybody. So what I would do is in one of the Avon bags, I would put the calendar, and I would put this in. And also in here, besides my business card, I had a little recruiting flyer. Now these are some older ones. Don't even ask. You can't get these anymore. I just had a whole bunch. When you could purchase these through Avon, I got them bunches and bunches. I think I bought, God, probably 1,000 of these, and I still have some left. But now in this day and age, we're all making our own recruiting flyers. And even if every customer has said no, at first, you never know when their situation's going to change, and they just might say yes. So, yeah, it's what I did. It was simple, and you know, when you don't have a whole lot of customers, it is easy. A sample packet with some nice little samples of everything in there. Think about it this way: if you've got somebody who only buys, let's say that the only thing they get is maybe they like the eyeliner. Well, if they like an eyeliner, maybe they'd like to try the shadow. So, of course, I have a shadow thing in here. If they don't use our lotions, we need to turn them on to a lotion. Turn them on to, you know, the new skincare. Well, that's where we make our money, is that repeat business. The way to do it is to give them the samples, but instead of just dropping it in a bag by itself, give them a group of this and let them know, hey, and you know, here's something for you. Back then I would put something like Merry Christmas on here, you know. Now I do something a little differently, which I'll tell you about in just a second. But I did. I kept it simple, if that makes sense, as simple as I could. So that's how I started out. So you don't have an excuse not to do something. I will tell you that the second year and the third year that I was with them, I've done the calendars every single year because it was a huge, huge hit with all my customers, still is, okay? So the second and third year, I ordered pens again, and I'm not even sure, do I even have one here? I'm kind of looking because I know I still have some left because I reordered them. But it doesn't look like I have any over here. I try to keep them in the car so I can give them to my customers. Anyways, I got, for my customers, I had Avon put on there, and I have an 800 number, so I put the 800 number on there with my name. And, you know, I didn't get any of the real expensive ones. I got the cheapo ones. They didn't care. They loved it. The other thing I did was I gave them a holiday hand cream, and I gave them a lip balm, which was great. So, yeah, you know, I could give them the sample bag, and this was great because let me be clear on the samples and stuff. This isn't something that I said, oh, wow, it's December, so now I want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to go buy all these samples then. Nope, I bought samples all through the year. Looking for something else too. As you can tell, I'm not always prepared for these videos. That's why y'all love them, because I'm just kind of like, hey, you know, and then I grab what I need. I'm trying to see if they have something like what I'm looking to show you about. Okay, this is, of course, campaign for What's New. But the first thing that I look for, I know everybody loves the products, and I love looking at everything new that's coming, but the first thing that I look for are things like, what can I get that's going to somehow help me get more customers or help me get the customer order up? In other words, raise the dollar amount of the order. What else can I get them interested in? So in this case, and the campaign for what's new, they have a new samples, buy 2 packs, get 1 free. When I see free in the What's New book representatives, I grab it. And down here, they're letting you know, buy 2 packs, then you're going to get 1 for free. And I love these sample packs that they have. The sample cards, I love them so much better than just the sample because it tells a little bit about the product and what it's for. It's so explanatory and it's really good. And what I do is, not all the time when I buy samples do I go, okay, I got to put them in the bag right now. I don't. Sometimes I put those samples aside and I start collecting them, okay? Let me see here. What else do they have? Maybe they have something else in here. I can't remember because I hadn't looked. Is there something else I can tell you about in here? Okay, let me tell you something else. Okay, I love this when they do special representative offers. Okay, here in the same book, see the offers, see the bubble baths, and then they have the the moisture therapy, stuff like that. I love that because when it's no limit and you can do something like that, I love it. Here on the back of this book, they're talking about, again, special representative offer, your cost. There's no limit to it. Do I go and buy a boatload of things like this? No. But you know what? When my cost for something is only $7.20 for something, I can remember when I would get one and I would have it. And I would think, if I ever get a customer who places a large order, I want to make sure I have something really special for them to give them. And maybe something they can try and they really like, and they'll want to get it again, which could be really, really cool, okay? So you want to look for that. I look for sample bundles. And right now we've had the Hit 100 where you could earn all those samples, which are great. But when Avon has a sample bundle that has the lipsticks and everything with it, and skincare and fragrance, I get those. I get at least 1 pack because I know things are coming. Like Mother's Day, I like to do sample packs for the customers when they order. Samples are a way to go. No, don't blow your budget on samples, but they are important, especially with introducing products to your customers, okay? So you want to make sure you get these for things like that. So, okay, so I do that, and then when they have, you know how they have the special bundles as far as products? Sometimes you'll see they'll have a mascara, and they'll have a skincare, they'll have a bubble bath, they might have a couple of different shower gels from the naturals. When I have bundles or things like that that are available, and they'll say you can get all of these for $11 or whatever it may be, I grab the bundle. I grab the bundle and I do. And when I can take those and people order stuff and I sell from them, that's absolutely great. But sometimes I have stuff left over. Or, as you move up in title with Avon, sometimes that gives you great entitlement to some things that they give you. For instance, when a new product or a lipstick campaign comes out, or a new mascara comes out. This past year it was the Big and False, and what's really great is they gave me as an executive, and I think they even gave gold leaders and above, if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of those, or the lipsticks, a bunch of them, to get to our customers, to get them using it. I still had some of those left, and I thought, these are going to make really great gifts at Christmas time to turn people on to a really great mascara that they could love. And if they start buying it when they need it, more money in my pocket, they're going to save money because I'm bringing it to them, which is great. It goes on sale about every third campaign. They're going to save money again. So I would get things like that, and I know it's part of an inventory, but it's an established, controlled inventory because I have a process of what I want to do with this inventory. I know that I want to give my customers some gifts because where I'm at now, and I've been doing this probably for the last 4 years in my business. I am an executive leader now, which was known as a senior executive until the levels changed, the name titles changed. You know, Avon is all I do. I make good money with Avon. I'm on my way to making really good money. That is my goal. You know, my next step is to become a silver executive. I'm an honor society seller. For years, I was a Rose Circle seller. Now I concentrate more on my leadership. Some of my customers sadly have passed away. Some of them have moved away, so they still order from me online, but you know, not so often as they used to when they were there all the time. So I'm always getting new customers in, okay, and trying to do that. But you know, they look forward to Christmas for me because they know they're getting something special from me. And this year, I decided that with everything that I did and all the great offers that Avon gave us in the What's News and all the samples and the stuff that Avon gave me, or maybe I earned a bundle for something. I love earning free stuff from Avon as far as products because it's going to allow me to share it with my customers. Yeah, I can sell a lot of it, but sometimes the share and the giving part of it can be really great. Um, this year, for some reason, it was a little bit different for me. I don't know why, but I've watched a lot of my customers really go through some hard times. I've watched deaths in their families. I've watched people lose their jobs. I've watched people, their income has been cut in half. Um, and of course, when they don't buy as much, it definitely affects my business. So I found myself this year having to go out and reestablish some new customers. You know, for years it was just an easy 250, 300 customers, and, you know, 50 to 70 of them would order every campaign, and it was great and no problem. And some of my biggest buyers, some of them passed away or they got in a bad situation and they couldn't. And boy, you don't realize how that can hurt you financially, and it could. So I had to get out there and I had to start tossing books again. And I took more books out like I used to in the beginning before I established my customers, and I was giving books out every chance that I could. I was going back to the basics this year. So I earned a lot of customers, and I'm glad because I was getting down to like just delivering like 20 orders, 11 orders, 12 orders. I was okay with that. I was building my leadership business, but you know, I like the sales side of this business too, and I love the customers and the interaction. And if you're a people person, you're going to feel the same way. So Lee and I were kind of led, what could we do for our customers this year that makes it a little bit more special? And I got to looking at all this product I had, and I had really built up a big inventory. My team really handled the fairs that we do normally every year, and although I gave them many products to go towards that, um, you know, I just still had a lot of stuff. You know, I am the person who, when a book like this comes out, rather than spending 25 or $30 on myself, I will go through, and when I see something like this that says like 3 for $5.99, I will buy that. I will buy a couple of those. When I see 4 for $8.99, I will buy the whole set and I will split the set up. I love stuff like that. The jewelry, when Avon is going to be done with it, I buy stuff like that because I want to make sure that I have stuff for my customers, especially the ones who really have supported my business. I reinvest in my customers, kind of like we reinvest in our teams, or we reinvest in our lives, or we reinvest in our relationships. It's no different because our business is a relationship business. So this year I decided I was going to play Santa Claus to my customers. You do see that says I've been good, right? Don't none of you sit there and shake your head and go, yeah, I know. I've been good. I have been good. I know I'm sitting here trying to convince you I've been good. I don't need to convince you. I don't need to do it. I know I've been good. You know I've been good. You just don't want to admit it. So I am wearing the hat to show that I have been good in case any of you have missed it. Okay? So I'm going to be wearing this when I deliver all this to my customers. I've already started delivering some of them, but I'm so excited. Look, I love the new bags. Do you love the new Beauty for a Purpose bags? Oh my gosh, I love them that it says that. So I made up labels this year that basically just say Merry Christmas with many thanks with my name. It says your Avon representative. It has a little picture of a tree I found. Nothing fancy. I did it on name tag labels. A Staples label that was comparable to an Avery label or whatever. They were 10 to a page. I just ran them off. And then, of course, a label with, their name, who was this going to. Um, and of course, I keep track of what my customers sell. I love going back through their history. Every customer got something, but for the customers who over 26 campaigns purchased $100 or more from me, which was quite a lot of them this year, I decided I was going to give them a bag of products. And I decided that it was going to range anywhere from perfumes to jewelry to lip gloss to shower gels, mini bubble bath customers. Again, we talked about the whole Big and False. Yeah, I had a little bit of everything. Powders, when they were on sale, big time, okay? Again, hand creams, lip balms, the whole 9 yards. Um, Everything that I had. And new too. I don't have any of that here, but I had some new. I had earned some. The direct delivery stuff that Avon did when you sold $100 in this and customer orders. We're going to send you in a new product, whatever. Well, hey, when I had a big and new customer and I knew they hadn't tried the product, the new stuff went in their bag, which was really, really cool. So I took the bag, and of course they got a calendar, and of course they still get a goodie of all kinds of samples and stuff. Hey, they can't get enough of that. They love it. Doesn't even matter if they've used it or tried it before. Some people will take, some of the samples that I have in my bag, people say, but Molly, what if they don't have it anymore? Why are you going to give them the sample? I'll tell you why. I did not know this, but I have customers that will take these samples and they will put like these lotions, hand lotions, when Avon does make them like that, or the little lipsticks. Do you know that they'll take stuff like that, they'll put it in their purse? They're like little travel sizes, and they will take that hand lotion when they feel like they need it. They will undo the thing, put it on, throw that little thing away. They love it. I didn't know that. I had never thought about that till they told me. I normally have a little bottle or something. No, they just rip it open. They love it and they use it. And so I don't care that Avon doesn't have it anymore. I have no problem saying Avon is not carrying that at that time. We're changing all the time. But I bet you I can find one that you're going to love. That is our job. We shouldn't be spending our time complaining about it. I don't know why they got rid of that. I had all kinds of people who love that. You need to say, we are an ongoing customer or an ongoing company that is constantly changing and trying to come up with the best of everything. So I know we can find you something that's comparable to that. And that is your job. That is what you should do. So I don't care that they're old. If they don't have that cologne anymore, I'm going to find you a cologne. If I got to get one sample of everything I have, you will have something you like. You know what I'm saying? Turn them on to the, what's it called? Naked Love from Mark. Everybody likes that just for the name. Know what I'm saying? So, they ain't getting my Naked Love, though, because it's like my favorite right now. Thank you, Lisa Scola. So I get this bag. I put the calendar in it, put their sample thing in it, and I start loading it up full of goodies. I started delivering these last week. And I started getting calls from customers. Even though it had their name on it, even though it said Merry Christmas, they were calling me saying, Molly, there's a bag of goodies here. And bag of product, I think you made a mistake. I mean, Molly, there must be X amount of dollars of products. And my response was always the same. That's a gift to you from me. I so appreciate your business. Thank you for being my customer. And if it's something in there that you can't use, I hope you can use it as a gift to bless somebody else. I had customers, they were crying. I had never really experienced that before in 11 years. I realize that as hard as you think that you have it sometimes in this life, that we get so busy delivering the orders and collecting the envelopes and dropping the orders off, and sometimes we don't even see the customers because we're all so busy. And then you realize just by their reaction that you may have helped save the Christmas they wanted to give somebody. That although it's not always about the gift, for some reason it always makes us feel better when we can give a gift to somebody. And there were a lot of Christmases, I think, that Avon and Lee and I are going to help people make it a little bit easier on their pocketbook simply by moving stock that was already paid for into the hands of people now who are going to wrap those products up or put that stuff in a stocking, and it's going to help them make somebody's Christmas a little better. And you know what? That's a blessing. That is a blessing. And by the way, it's a blessing whether it's a hand cream or a lip balm or a calendar or a sample, because you were thinking about them. And 99.9% of them are going to be eternally grateful for you thinking of them. Um, the other thing that I gave everybody was a little gift thing. It says Avon by Molly. And it says simply, it has my name, my number, my email, Merry Christmas gift certificate presented to you for being an outstanding customer, and the amount of $5 on an order of $25 or more. Use this certificate for shopping Avon through Molly Stone Bib only. This is not transferable to other representatives. Valid for in-person delivery only. Can only be used in the brochures for campaign 1 and 2, 2016. Now, there's a couple of reasons I do that. Let's not forget we're in business. One, even if I was at 20%, that $5 isn't going to hurt me. I'm not going to owe any more out. You all have heard this on all the videos with Teresa Paul and Lisa Scola and Lisa Wilbur. You know, everybody that you're listening to out there, $5 off of $25, you still going to make 25%. You know what I'm saying? Or 20% no matter what. It's not going to hurt us. So, but when you have 15 people who are going to want to use this, that's a great thing. But what I like even better is we already know that some people are not looking so much to buy at the very beginning of the year because they're kind of buyed out. But when they see something like this, they don't want to lose it. So I put a date on it. I'm not going to tell you you have to. I'm telling you what I do. I say you've got to order from campaign 1 and 2 on this in order to use it. 1 or 2. They have 2 campaigns, whichever they choose to. Get back into the selling. Campaign 2 is going to put you into Valentine's Day, and by that time they know they got to pay off some bills, but the point is they want to get back to buying again. Okay, so I give that to them too, and that's something I've always done for a long time too, just because again it's giving back. Now remember, I've been doing this for 11 years. And I am an Honor Society seller, and I am an executive leader with Avon. That means that my flow of income is more than a lot of you that are watching this video. It does not mean if you do anything less than what I've showed you that it's wrong or that it's cheap or it's anything. Any forethought of doing something for somebody else to help them have a Christmas, to thank them for the fact that they were a loyal customer, is a great, great thing. And it makes you feel good. There's just no other way to put it. It makes you feel good. Sometimes people are we cannot have this business only be about the almighty dollar. Look, it's important to make money in this business. That's why most of us are here. But we're lucky enough that we can make money, we can have fun, and we can give back. We can give back. And yeah, we could just give them a certificate, But how great. I mean, I kept thinking I've got this product sitting around. Yeah, I could go out and I could put up a table and I could sell it, or I could gift it. And I did. And I'm so glad I took care of all those advantages of bundles and stuff. And I'm not telling you again, I didn't get unlimited bundles. That's crazy. I don't even have the room for that. But you know, about every other campaign, Avon was offering a bundle for this great price. And I thought, why not? I could spend my budget of $40 on myself for products, but if it's something I could wait on till it came out in the book, so what? I'll wait, but I cannot wait on something that says I have to buy this in the next couple of campaigns if I want it. And remember, these are things. Can you imagine what it's like when somebody, matter of fact, I delivered one tonight. Lady is a top buyer for me. Matter of fact, she paid me $260 for her order. She bought so much for Christmas for people. And so I went and I did it, and I said, "Now this bag here, this is your gift. This is your gift from me. Thank you so much for being my my customer and letting me be your representative." I said, "I so appreciate you." And she started looking through the stuff in the bag, and she was like, "Molly, thank you so much. You know, she goes, I can't believe you're going to give me this product." And I said, "You've earned that product." I said, "You are one of my highest paying customers." And I said, "I appreciate you, and I want you to know that I do." I said, and she had a lady sitting there, and she said, "Molly, this is such and such who sometimes I buy stuff for, but I just pay you for it." And she said, "This is why I'm with her. This is why she's my Avon lady, because she treats me so well." And you think that doesn't make a difference, but word of mouth does. Because when somebody can say, "Oh, you love Avon? Oh, yeah, you need to deal with my Avon lady because she's the best." And when they start giving them examples of being the best, it's the best feeling in the world to think that to somebody, they think that you're the best. So be the best you can be in this business and go out there and make money, but don't forget to give back, because giving back is not always possible in every stage of life. But for me, since I found this Avon thing, it is a way for me to make money, have fun, make new friends, lifetime Avon family, inspire others, inspire myself. And the giving back thing is just huge in so many ways. So many ways. In helping Avon representatives become the best they can be. You can be the best at this. You can. And it's not about how big the package is. It's not about how big the gift is. But try it. Give back to your customers. Show them how important they are to you. I guarantee you it's going to come back to you 100-fold. Somewhere along the line, you're going to gain customers because they brag about you. But sometimes you're just looking for that one thing to make you feel better. And I have news for you. It's not always about what somebody's doing for you that makes you feel better. It's about knowing that there's no attachment, there's no strings. You have done something for somebody else and you have touched their life, whether it be by a lip balm, a calendar, or $50 worth of products. Because the truth of the matter is, the reaction seems to always be the same with my customers. They just love feeling important. And as an Avon representative, that's your job, to make your customers feel important, to make them feel like they matter. Because little do you know, you could be the only person on that day that makes them feel important. So do that. Reach out, touch somebody, and have Merry Christmas. Have Merry Christmas. Get a hat that says I've been good. Know what I'm saying? Now, if you haven't been good, well, I don't know about all that. We ain't gonna get into that. But go out there and spread some cheer. You know, I don't care if you're Happy Hanukkah or Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas or everything in between. The point is, you cannot mistake the season. The season says, do something good for somebody else. So get out there and do it. And if you're having a rough time, can't do anything about what you already had, but you can do something good going forward. So you keep going, keep working your business, keep using these ideas, and keep doing what you do. Onward, no matter what. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a Merry Christmas.